Project management is the management of activities to change the current state of an organization to a desired future state. Project management is a complex organization of decision-making, planning, implementation, control, and documentation of the experience from start to finish. In addition to traditional project management, there are related areas of project management that you may encounter, have encountered, or are actively participated in. These related endeavors often are superior to individual project management, are part of project management, or equate to less than the management of any given project. Program management is the management of multiple projects all working in unison toward a common cause. Consider all of the work that could go into building a skyscraper. Within the overall work, there could potentially be several projects that lead to the end result. You could have a project for the planning and design of the building. Another project could manage the legal, regulatory, and project inspection that would be required for the work to continue. Another project could be the physical construction of the building, while other projects could entail electrical wiring, elevators, plumbing, interior design, and more. Could one project manager effectively manage all of these areas of expertise? Possibly, but probably not. A better solution could be to create a program that is compressed of multiple projects. Project managers would manage each of the projects within the program and report to the program manager. The program manager would ensure that all the integrated projects work together on schedule, on budget, and ultimately towards the completion of the program. In other instances, the program is an ongoing effort that really does not have an end in sight. Consider the publication of a newspaper, newsletter, website, or magazine. Essentially, the workers of these publications do the same activities for each issue, but each issue is unique and different from the last. Another example is NASA's space program. It is a program to explore space and is compressed of individual projects within that program. Each project under the program has its own goals, initiatives, and objectives that are in alignment with the overall mission of the space program. Programs are a collection of individual projects working in alignment towards a common end. Sub-projects are an alternative to programs. Some projects may not be widely enough to require the creation of a full-blown program, yet still be large enough that some of the work can be delegated to a sub-project. A sub-project exists under the parent project, but follows its own schedule to completion. Sub-projects may be outsourced, assigned to other project managers, or managed by the parent project manager, but with a different project team. Sub-projects are often areas of a project that are outsourced to vendors. For example, if you're managing a project to create a new sound system for home theaters, a sub-project could be the development of the user's manual included with the sound system. You would hire writers and graphic designers to work with your project team. The writers and designers would learn all about the sound system and then retreat to their own space to create the user manual according to their project methodology. The deliverables of their sub-project would be included in your overall project plan, but the actual work to complete the manual would not be in your plan. You would simply allot the funds and the time required by the writers and graphic designers to create the manual. Sub-projects do, however, follow the same quality guidelines and expectations of the overall project. The project manager has to work with the sub-project team regarding schedule, value, and cost to ensure the deliverables and activities of the sub-project integrate smoothly within the master project. Have you ever had a fantastic idea to implement a new technology, design a new product or service, or other project only to have it discarded by management? Most organizations, big and small, only have so much cash to invest in new projects. Project portfolio management is a management process to select the projects that should be invested in. Specifically, it is a selection process based on the need, profitability, and affordability of the proposed projects. As you probably already know, not all proposed projects can realistically be implemented. Some projects cost too much, while others may not meet a required level of return on investment. The selection of projects can often be a political and gut-wrenching process. The planning process and the project initiation phase of a project allows the project to prove its worth. Some projects, while valuable, still do not come into play for several reasons. One of the most obvious could be the lack of money to implement the proposed project, or there may already be too many investments in other projects, or perhaps a lack of internal resources may require that the proposed project be shelved until a later date.